Hi there, bonjour, そしてこんにちは. Welcome to the Tricultural Universe. This is another episode of Cultivating Your Vocabulary. I'm your coach, Kaz. In my previous video, I explained the etymology of the word information and how its meaning and pronunciation can be different depending on the language you are speaking. In English, information means facts about a situation, person, event, and so on. However, if you say les informations in French, it means the news. Now, in Japanese, even though you can use information, there are 16 different Japanese words that are more specific. And also, we saw that misinformation is different from disinformation. I will leave the links if you want to check that video. In this video, I'd like to introduce another word that we hear in English, French, and Japanese. As before, we'll first check its pronunciation in 3 languages, then its etymology and differences in English and French, and finally we'll look at other related words in English. You will find out that even though it's the same word, its pronunciation and usage can be quite different depending on the language. And today's word is lecture.
How is it pronounced in each language?
In American English, it's lecture. Lecture. In French, it's lecture. Lecture. And in Japanese, it's lecture. Lecture.
I heard the French and English definitions are different. Is that true?
That's right, they are different. Let's first check its etymology. Lecture comes from Latin lectus, that meant read or chosen. Originally, it also meant to gather, collect, or pick out, because you chose the words to read. Then we got the Old French lectura, and then Middle English, which meant reading or a text to read. So these days, in French, lecture is the activity of reading, such as a novel. And in English, it's an educational talk to an audience or a speech, especially if you say to give a lecture. And it's the same in Japanese. Now, be careful, in English, you can also say to lecture someone about something or for something. And this means it's a serious or angry talk given to someone, like scolding. In French, we say faire la leçon à quelqu'un. And in Japanese, it's sekkyo suru. So one more time, to give a lecture and to lecture someone is different. So for example, you can tell a friend, don't lecture me about my lifestyle. Now let's take a look at a list of words related to the word lecture. Our first word is lectern. We use this when we give a lecture or a speech. Let me introduce other words, but this time lecture will be used as a suffix. The first word is intellect, like intellectual. The next word is collect, as in stamp collection. Then there's also dialect. There are many English dialects, such as South African English, British English, American English, and so on. There are a few more words, such as select. You have a selection of colors when you choose paint. Another word that is close to select is the word elect, for elections, when you vote for a prime minister or a president. The last word is neglect. For example, in this case, the painting was neglected. It was treated carelessly. So you see, most of these words are connected to choosing. Now you know the etymology of this word and its pronunciation in 3 languages. Also, in French, donner une conférence means giving a lecture. And if it's a university lecture, we say un cours magistral in French.
It was an interesting lecture.
And here is today's video's conclusion. As we demonstrated, you can learn a lot from just one word in 3 languages. Not only did we learn the origin of the word lecture, which in English means an educational talk or speech, in French, it means the activity of reading or just a reading. And one more thing, to lecture someone is to scold someone or it's a reproach. By the way, have you ever seen this painting? It's called La Lecture, or reading in English. La Lecture est une peinture de l'artiste Pablo Picasso. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something. If you did, please hit the like button, share, and comment. It would really help this channel grow. Also, please consider subscribing to this channel for more content like this one, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thank you so much and catch you in the next video. Bye! À bientôt! それではまた!